So I had a question during Would You Rather that I saved because I didn't want to spoil my Do You Know, Should You Know topic for the week.
Questions.
Yes. Oh, were you just saying the word question? Yeah. So just throwing off every cadence I've ever had in my life at youtube.com/4playvideo for 4play the podcast. Do you know how to fire a gun? Because I don't know if any of you have fired guns before.
Nope.
Call of Duty.
My psychologist
he says no. Nicholas?
No, I've never fired a gun, but I did go to a police camp where I held a real gun. I don't know what that means, but
means nothing.
I fired.
held a gun.
I once held a real gun.
I looked at a gun.
It was a real gun. It was a real gun.
I once held a piece of metal in my hand.
But I obviously did not fire it, so no, I've never fired an armed weapon, firearm.
Kevin?
No.
Not-
I fired a paintball gun once.
Yeah, I fired a paintball gun.
So no one's ever fired a real gun at this table?
I shoot blanks every day.
Is that a...
That's an immature
Cummins?
joke.
No, I've held a gun before, but yeah, never shot one.
We need to all go shooting.
Yeah,
Because I have fired guns now 3 times in 2 states.
Great.
I don't like
Once-
the idea of you having a gun at all.
I'm going to have a gun. I was going to apply for my license recently, but
For
you
what?
have to have a gun
Why?
to get a gun.
For what reason?
I think more than ever, the proof in this world it explains more than enough
Yeah,
right
I
now
want
with
to
our
have
world.
a gun in the house as well.
With the world going to shit. I would like to be. I don't want to use it. I'd like to just be able to defend myself if need be.
Honestly, beforehand, I was only afraid of you around children, but definitely afraid of you around guns as well. So
We're all gonna go shooting soon. It's very. I can see why people like. It's like almost therapeutic. I mean, it's actually fucking terrifying. Like the first time you go because you're thinking about it. You're in the fucking shooting range. There's people next to you, and wow, he could fucking.
turn and
That's
Gonzo.
it. I'm out.
Gonzo, Alonzo,
Yeah.
Kiko.
I wanted to bring it up because I didn't think you guys had, but I wanted to know if you guys think it's
Accurate.
important. I think it's fun. It's the first time doing it is quite scary because it's like, dude, the hardest part of learning to shoot a gun is like you're apprehensive because you're pulling the trigger.
Yeah, and there's also the kickback as well. I'm sure.
Yeah, well, on a handgun, you're not really gonna
Not
get that much.
too much,
But
yeah.
The one thing that's like weird is like, obviously guns are very serious, but like I feel like I used to like hold them up like very high. You know what I mean? Like until recently, when you realize it's just a fucking like little mechanical.
you mean
device
like it's this?
that
You
just
used to
shoots
think
a
it's
piece
out of
metal.
this world.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like it's.
I know you're.
just a tool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
You know what I mean?
but it's the scariest tool in the world
yeah,
because
I
it's
know, but-
final.
I know, but
Yeah.
I'm saying like once you realize that it's just once you just like take it out of the element that what guns are mostly used for, and you just think of it as like a sport where like anything like BB guns or anything like that or paintballs,
Yeah.
just,
You boil it down to its simplest.
you're just
form.
shooting a piece of metal. You know what I mean?
It's just it's fucking scary.
I feel
though.
like I'd be
Yeah.
scared the first time I go. I feel like it'd take me like. I would eventually do it. It would take me like a second though to actually be able to. Pull
No,
the
it
trigger.
does because it's like fuck. The scariest thing is you fire that and you're shooting it at a target, but it's like wow.
Yeah.
If someone was there, that's how you end a life.
Yeah.
Like everyone could do it with their hands, whatever. You pick up a kitchen knife, you can do it. You can fucking kill anyone with anything anyway. But a gun is like it's
Specifically
it
designed
is
for
designed
that.
to kill.
Yes.
There's not much other stuff in this world that we're gonna touch that's designed to kill somebody, and we're all able to we can go right now.
Yep.
Go shoot, and that's a fucking scary thing.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that'd definitely be a hurdle.
All right, is anyone
my
here
mind.
like against? Because there are some people in this world that are just like that's not something they want to do.
I mean,
They won't fire guns.
I mean, if they were never made, that'd probably
Yeah.
be a good thing. But they're here.
They're
They're
here,
not going
yeah.
anywhere. So
Yeah.
I'd rather have one than not have one.
That's why all the laws where they're trying to get ban guns, like
Well,
this
yeah,
point-
It's never
if
gonna
if
happen.
you want one, you should get your license now.
Yeah.
Because I've heard like a couple years from now, it's just gonna be fucking impossible.
Mhm.
Oh,
well, they're gonna make it
yeah.
harder. They'll just never be able to ban them out.
Well,
right?
yeah, but
Well, no, because then it would spark a whole like underground black market.
You make anything
thing.
illegal. Yeah, there's too many guns out in the wild for them to
that
ever-
or people would just be too afraid where it's just governments against citizens, and
Mhm.
we can't do anything to protect ourselves.
Yeah, that's why I think like no matter Like for people that are afraid, I completely understand it, but I think it's actually like imperative that everyone learns how to handle a gun. Not exactly fire it, but if you're ever in that
Like,
fucking
kinda like a
situation,
driving school kind of thing.
yeah, like I think it's imperative that everyone learns like the tools of a firearm. If you're ever in a fucking situation that you need to use it, the last thing you want to not be able to know is how to do it.
Yeah.
Because if it's either you dying or someone fucking killing you, like I firmly believe in self-defense.
Yeah.
And
to have that ability and then you don't know how to use it and then they take your life.
The only problem with that, though, I think, is like, I don't know. Say we taught that stuff in school, and like you don't really know someone's like pretty mentally ill yet because they're still young.
Oh yeah, no.
But now you taught them how to use a gun.
Yeah, no. I 100% don't think
Not
that.
that
I think
young.
it's like when you're older, like 25 or so, that it's good for you to. Learn. I guess could have its negative consequences anyway. But for me, I'd rather be safe than sorry.
I don't necessarily think people should be taught how to use something like that.
I just want them to be safe. If the fucking
It's like how often our lives are, it's not like a movie. You're not going to come across a situation where you're going to be a gun slides at your feet and you're going to have to make a decision.
Oh yeah, but
Soap McTavish.
I'm a safe than sorry person, and I'd rather not be sorry going into a situation I don't know what to do with,
I hear you.
no matter what it is.
I'm definitely on the fence. In regards to gun ownership, that's a whole different argument. But even on my stance on what I believe gun laws should be and what everything should be, I still think it is important to at least feel what it can do, to at least understand what it can do. So in other words, I
understand the consequences.
Yeah, so I do understand. I do believe that even anti-gun people should go to a firing range once. I do believe that at some point they should fire a gun just to truly understand the impact of the weapon. And that might reinforce their views too. Like, yeah, really, this should not exist. You know?
It's a tough thing.
I mean, honestly, like in a way, I'm kind of jealous of the states that like you're allowed to just walk around with a holstered gun.
Open carry.
Yeah.
Open carry.
It's like down in Texas, right? They can do stuff like
A lot of states, yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly down south.
Because like I don't know. I'd kind of want to be able to do that.
Well,
I just wouldn't bring it out if I was going out to a bar or something.
Yeah, because there is the good stories where someone with an open carry like stopped something.
Yeah.
Stopped a criminal
Yeah.
because he had his thing on him or whatever.
Hmm.
But it's tough. It's a situation that's never going to be perfected as long as fucking humans
Yeah, exactly.
are alive on this
Yeah.
earth.
But
So
that'll be the same with anything.
Yeah.
You know, someone that's going to commit a crime, they're going to do it with a gun or without a gun. You know?
Even just the fact, like, I know it sounds like movie-like, but like, even just the fact, like, you're in a like convenience store, someone comes in, they rob the place, but before they even do that, they see that you're carrying a gun on you.
You stop
They
it
think
without
twice,
knowing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or you become a target. They're like, all right,
Yeah.
I got to take this guy down first.
But then, does the guy behind the counter have a gun?
We don't know.
I have a gun. Right
That's
now.
how all this works. There's
There's consequence. So yeah, like sure, they may be more unlikely, less likely to do something like that. But if they're still going to go with it anyway, maybe you become a target.
True.
A more obscure case, definitely.
No,
I'm
but-
not going to try and
no,
use that
yeah,
as a
that
strong
makes sense.
counterpoint.
I mean, I didn't think of it
but-
like that.
Very.
I just
very
wish they never progressed past the musket.
tough. A
Yeah,
freaking
right.
musket.
Right.
Fucking musket.
Shit, I gotta reload. Shit.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. There really is just too much power to take lives with it. Because it's not like with a musket. If I wanted to go into a place and shoot someone, I'm shooting one person a minute.
Yeah,
Like,
but then you have now
Yeah,
you have
well,
people
you
that
don't even know if you're gonna hit them. Either.
and if, yeah, exactly. So I can be
or
stopped.
kill them.
but like-
now you have people owning ARs in their
Yeah,
home.
yeah.
Like you don't need that.
Yeah.
You don't
Like,
need a
That's,
fucking
let's
that's
say-
the
assault
other
rifle.
thing I was thinking about it when you just think of it as a sport, and why shouldn't that person be able to own that?
Yeah, so that's a whole talk time topic. We're
Because
gonna
people that
pocket one day where it's debating that very existence.
I mean,
is
people have their own passions. Why shouldn't people be able to collect them?
it's tough.
That's all, like, but I understand at the same time people's arguments. Like,
Yeah.
why the fuck do you have that?
Well, I think that
That
also
specifically, yeah.
answered.
Yeah.
Should you know that?
I think you should be able to experience it. Definitely. I don't know if you should know necessarily all the nuances of it, but I think it's important. It's one of those things that it is such a. It literally is a tool designed to take away
It's a
life,
kill.
and whether you're for it or against it, you should understand the consequences of that. What exactly it entails.
I agree.
So
To each his own.
To each his own, Michael.
Do whatever you want.
Thank you, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, hearing, listeners, fearers, viewers, watchers, talkers,
Twatchers.
twatchers, Oregonians. Shout out to
Oregonians.
Mike. He's the Arizonian.
Oh, really?
Friend Mike, yes. You commented on one of the videos.
What's up, Mike?
Comment what you would do on any of these videos, and please leave suggestions for topics. Every day besides sometimes Sunday, a new video will go live at youtube.com/4playvideo, where it's best for you to subscribe to our channel. Check out our website at www.4playvids.com, and we're on all social media at 4playvids. It's just 4play video for YouTube because it wouldn't allow us. So thank you guys for watching and or listening. We'll be back next week with all new topics. Bye.
Later.
Thank you guys for watching or listening.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/4playvideo.
If you like what we're doing, make sure to smash that like button.
Be sure to share all our videos with your friends so we could continue to grow. And we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.